My name is Akihisa Ueda. I'm a 30-year-old office worker at Love Koi Engineer. In our company, we focus on designing industrial robots. Industrial robots are machines that replace humans in tasks like transportation, assembly, and processing. Our main clients are major manufacturers, and we dedicate ourselves daily to designing these robots.
This is Umina Kawakami, who will start working with us from today. Pleased to meet you.
The newly hired Umina, brought in mid-career, spoke in a soft voice and seemed quite reserved. I'd heard about her beforehand, but she looks really nervous. It's my first time meeting her, but actually, I've known about her for a while. The story goes back a few days. Huh? Shinsuke's sister? Yeah, she decided to transfer to your company. There were a lot of reasons why I didn't tell you earlier. He's my best friend, Shinsuke Kawakami. I knew he had a sister, but I had never met her before. My sister was looking for a job in the same industry as her previous one, so I recommended your place. Our companies are partners, so he felt assured since he knew about the internal workings. Besides, with me there, he knew she'd be in good hands. As her brother, he didn't pull any strings because she didn't want to be seen as getting in through connections. Well, she insisted herself. She didn't want to be seen as a nepotism hire. She earned her spot fair and square, so don't worry. Also, I have a favor to ask as her friend. My sister is a bit shy, you see. When I asked her about her reason for switching jobs, she was evasive. But she looked so down, and as her brother, I couldn't help but worry. I understand how you feel, Shinsuke. I'll keep an eye on her, and everyone at our place is kind, so they'll help her settle in. So don't stress too much, big brother. Tch, that annoying trait of yours, but I don't hate it. Thanks, really. Just as Shinsuke had mentioned, Umina Kawakami sat at her desk with an anxious expression. I'm sure something happened at her previous job, but it wouldn't be right for me to pry. Hello, Umina-san. I'm friends with your brother.
Oh, I've heard a bit about you from my brother. Thank you for always looking out for him.
You don't have to be so formal. I'd be happier if you could relax around me. From today, I see you as a colleague and a part of our team.
Wow, Senpai. You actually said something nice for once. I think that's great.
Kaoru Shinano, my junior colleague, always has something extra to say, but she's a good person despite her gyaru appearance.
Don't worry. Everyone here is really nice, Umina-chan. Thank you.
Thanks to Kaoru's encouragement, I felt relieved to see Umina off to a good start. I made up my mind to keep an eye on her from now on as I headed back to work. From that point on, I was assigned as Umina-san's mentor. I planned to support her immediately if she ever seemed troubled. But... what? When I glanced at her computer screen, she was swiftly getting through her work. I was stunned by her speed.
Ueda-san, I finished the blueprint. Please check it.
When did you finish this? Thank you. I'll take a look. The blueprint she had completed had no missing measurements and included detailed instructions for processing. Amazing! It's perfect! Most people usually miss at least one detail, but Umina-san didn't miss a single thing. Honestly, I was really impressed.
As expected. She mentioned she came from the same industry, but she's truly an immediate asset. Thank you.
Umina-san, who's usually so reserved, seemed happy and even had a slight smile when she was praised. After that, Umina-san continued to work quickly and accurately, making almost no mistakes. She became a valuable team member. It wasn't just Shinsuke's bias, she truly was talented. Her colleagues praised her highly and, understanding her reserved nature, started approaching her more proactively.
So, Umina-chan, what do you do on your days off? I like reading books. Wow, even your hobbies are intellectual. So.
Okay, slow down there. Let's not overwhelm Umina-san, alright?
Sorry, Umina-chan. No, it's just, I've never had anyone show so much interest in me before. It feels like I've made a real friend, and that makes me real happy. A friend? Oh, so cute! Let's be best friends.
And so, 3 months after Umina-san joined the company, she gradually started fitting in. The anxious expression she had initially was beginning to fade away. What book are you reading, Umina-san?
This is...
I casually asked her, but she suddenly looked flustered. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Oh, sorry for asking so suddenly. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's your break time, so you're free to spend it however you like. I quickly tried to change the subject, but...
No, it's not that. I was reading a language study book.
Languages?
Yes, I developed an interest in foreign cultures after traveling overseas as a child. I've mastered English to some extent, so I started learning other languages too.
That's amazing! I'm really impressed by your dedication, not just in work but also in your personal interests. She widened her eyes at my reaction. It was a genuine response, but it seemed unexpected to her. She quietly shared the reason with me. It was about her past experiences at her previous job.
You're always reading books, aren't you? Your life must be so boring. I read because I enjoy it, and this one is about languages.
Yeah, not interested. You probably don't have any real friends, so books are your only companions, huh? Classic introvert behavior.
If you're so into your books, maybe we shouldn't invite you to the next barbecue.
Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt your precious alone time with your friends, haha!
I reacted weirdly. Sorry. I never expected someone to take an interest in me.
I could only imagine that this was just a glimpse of the harassment she endured. It was likely these experiences that pushed her to switch jobs. I once tried learning English, but I gave up quickly. That's why I think it's amazing and admirable that you not only mastered English, but are also studying other languages.
Ueda-san, thank you. No one has ever praised me this much at my previous job. It makes me really happy.
I was just saying what I truly felt. I don't know how others saw you, but I believe you should have more confidence in yourself, Umina-san. I'll keep cheering you on.
Thank you.
The smile she showed me was the brightest I had ever seen, making my heart flutter just a bit. By the way, Umina-san, can you speak any other languages besides English?
I can speak Portuguese. Oh, and by the way, Portuguese is also the official language of Brazil.
Wow, really? That's interesting. When she talked about Portuguese, her face lit up with excitement. She must have been really happy to find someone who genuinely appreciated her interests. Wait a minute, Brazil? This might be something I should check with the president. Even after that, Umina-san continued to work efficiently.
Ueda-san, I'll leave this with you.
Holy! Whoa! This task would usually take a week, but she finished it in just 3 days. Thanks to her speedy work, we were able to take on more projects, which directly contributed to our company's increased sales. Oh, wait, Umina-san, if you're interested, would you like to join us for the next company's social gathering?
Huh? A social gathering? You mean me? Is that okay?
Of course. It's a gathering with trusted business partners, so there's nothing to worry about. How about it?
Yes, I'd love to go. I've never attended any social gatherings at my previous job, so I'd really like to try it.
Umina-san's face brightened with excitement. It was a far cry from the anxious expression she wore when she first joined. Seeing her so eager, I couldn't help but find her adorable. And then, a month later, today was finally the day of the social gathering with our business partners. To foster deeper relationships, the event was held at a casual izakaya rather than a formal venue. This izakaya has great fried chicken. You should definitely try it, Umina-san.
Oh, yes!
Unlike her relaxed demeanor on the way here, once we were seated, Umina-san seemed tense again. Umina-san, are you alright? If you're feeling unwell, please don't hesitate to tell me.
Thank you, but no, it's not that.
Huh? Just as I leaned closer to ask her what was wrong.
Oh, isn't that Kawakami? Long time no see, huh?
A mocking voice called out to Umina-san from an unfamiliar man. Beside him stood a woman.
You still look as gloomy as ever, don't you? I'm surprised to see someone like you here. You never once came drinking with us back then, did you? Well, good for you. Looks like you finally made some friends, huh?
With every word they said, Umina-san's face grew darker. It was like she had reverted to the anxious expression she had when she first joined. So she must have noticed they were here from the moment we entered. That's why she was so nervous. What's the meaning of this? You're being incredibly rude to one of our valued employees. And besides, we're currently in the middle of a social gathering with our clients. Could you please leave?
Oh, come on. Don't be so harsh. We're just old colleagues.
Yeah, exactly. We're just here for a drink tonight and saw a familiar face, so we came to say hello. So, these are Kento Komuro from Waru Waru Engineering and Marika Minoa. Oh? You remember our names? Though honestly, I couldn't care less about yours. Well, I see you're not friends, but just co-workers. I mean, you're all so unimpressive.
Yeah, figures. I mean, if someone like Kawakami could get in, it must be a bottom-tier company.
Aw, is it one of those tiny offices you see in town?
And your clients must be on the level of small factories, right?
They kept on running their mouths without even knowing the first thing about us. Fine then, let's see how they handled this. I'll have you know, Umina-san is extremely capable. She's made significant contributions to our company.
Phew, get real. This girl? She can't even hold a proper conversation. How can such an introvert be a star player? That's hilarious.
She was just nervous because of how you treated her. Umina-san is a kind and sensitive person. Her work is incredibly fast and precise, and she's dedicated to improving herself in her spare time. I've been genuinely impressed.
Ueda-san? Oh, so you weren't just reading books all the time? You were actually studying languages? Yes. You never cared to listen back then, did you? You just mocked me.
And thanks to her, we were able to secure a partnership with a Brazilian company. She's an invaluable asset to us. Yes, because Umina-san can speak Portuguese, our company has been steadily growing. Don't talk like you know her when you clearly don't. Keep your baseless judgments to yourselves.
What? Just because she was a little helpful, so what?
I've been listening to your disgusting remarks for a while now, and it's honestly painful. We have no intention of associating with people who only know how to mock others. Please leave immediately. Though I delivered what I thought was the final blow, it only seemed to rile them up further.
Huh? You, a bottom-tier nobody, think you can lecture us?
Seriously, how delusional can you be? Classic cognitive bias, don't you think?
Ha 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 ha! Nice one, Marika!
Please, enough already!
Umina-san spoke in a soft but trembling voice. Her tone carried a weight of anger I had never heard from her before.
It's one thing to insult me, but don't you dare speak ill of Ueda-san or our company. Everyone here is so kind, warm, and genuinely wonderful people. So please, I'm begging you, don't involve yourselves any further. What? Just because you've gotten a little recognition, don't get full of yourself.
Despite keeping her voice low to avoid disturbing the surroundings, Umina-san's determination was clear, while the others continued to speak selfishly and loudly. I heard everything. I step away for a moment, and it seems things have gotten quite noisy here. The dignified voice cuts through the air. The source of it was my best friend, Shinsuke Kawakami. Standing next to him was a man with a pale face, glaring at Kento and Marika, apparently their boss.
The department head and Shinsuke-san?
What? Why is Shinsuke-san here?
Why, you ask? Today's social gathering is with Love Koi Engineer. Yes, the company you've been mocking is our trusted partner, Love Koi Engineer. And Shinsuke's company works with Waru Waru Engineer as well. And just now, I couldn't help but overhear some talk about bottom-tier companies. Was that my imagination?
No, of course not. You must have misheard.
Don't even try to lie. I said I heard everything, didn't I? It seems you've been belittling not only our partners, but also my own sister. You idiots! Do you realize what you've done? Insulting our business partners like this! You've jeopardized my career too! This is all your fault! Oh my! Now that your mask has slipped, you're showing your true selfish colors. A promotion, huh? It seems you only ever cared about yourself, which explains why you never bothered to check on your own subordinates. So it didn't matter to you if my little sister was mistreated, as long as it didn't affect your ambitions.
Wait, Shinsuke-san, when you say sister...
Yes, Umina Kawakami is my younger sister.
No way! That's impossible! You're her brother?
Even though you share the same last name, you never once mentioned it.
I wanted to avoid causing trouble for my brother or a business partner, so I kept quiet.
I see. Umina, you kept this to yourself for the sake of both our companies. I'm sorry I didn't realize it sooner. I understood everything that had happened, and I was genuinely impressed by how she still considered Shinsuke's situation, even under those circumstances. Umina, you kept quiet for the sake of both our companies and me. I'm sorry I didn't realize it sooner.
No, it's not your fault, big brother. I chose to handle it on my own.
Neither Shinsuke nor Umina did anything wrong. The ones at fault here are those who freely spelled hateful words. I'm truly disappointed in the two of you. With people like you, we can't build any kind of trust.
Wait. Shinsuke-san, please listen to us.
Now that everything is clear, I'll be reporting this incident to your company, including the impact on our future relationship.
No, please don't. Reporting this to the company would be a disaster for us. Your company is one of our important clients.
What? As Komoro tries to backtrack with convenient excuses, Shinsuke fixes him with a sharp, piercing stare. Oh, now you're trying to sweet-talk your way out of it? Earlier, you were calling us a bottom-tier company, weren't you? And you even insulted my family and our trusted business partner. Let's be clear, even if our companies were small or operated out of a tiny office, that doesn't give you the right to look down on us.
You're mistaken. If you're so sure, do you have any proof of what we said?
Oh, proof? Of course I have it. Here it is.
A recording device? You sneaky! You've been recording us this whole time?
Well, considering the kind of trouble people cause these days, I carry this just in case, and it looks like it came in handy. Haha, nice move, Ueda. Seems like this turned out to be a success. Realizing they can't escape, Kento and Marika are dragged back to their tables by their furious superior, leaving us to continue with our evening. We decided to wrap things up quickly to avoid causing any further disruption to the restaurant. As we were heading out to find another place for a second round of drinks, Marika tries to catch up, putting on a sweet tone.
Shinsuke-san?
Marika called out with a sickeningly sweet voice, clearly trying to ingratiate herself.
You know, I was just being misled by Kento. Shinsuke-san, you always treated me so kindly.
Hey, you! Trying to save yourself now, huh?
Shut up! I'm not going down with you.
You two are so noisy, and by the way, Marika, you're just as guilty.
Why won't you believe me, Shinsuke-san? You were always so nice to me.
I was polite because you were a business contact. That's all. You were far too friendly. Even during business meetings, you kept asking me out on dates. To be blunt, it was annoying. I tolerated it because of our business relationship, but I have absolutely no intention of dating you.
No! I've been rejected.
What? You were hitting on Shinsuke while you were supposedly with me? Damn it! And you were targeting him? Of all people, my rival Shinsuke?
Excuse me, but I've been holding back this whole time inside the restaurant.
She raises her voice.
Could you stop harassing my best friend already? Best friend? Kawakami? With a friend? That's a joke. She does have friends. In fact, I'm her best friend now. You won't find anyone cuter than her. Right, Umina? Kaoru-san? Oh, come on, Umina. Just call me Kaoru. And don't forget, we've got plans to hang out this weekend. Yes. No way. I don't even have a single female friend to hang out with on weekends. I've lost.
Watching Umina being loved and appreciated by her current colleagues, Kento and Marika left without even attending their company's drinking party. Following the incident at the social gathering, it caused a major uproar within Waru Engineering. The upper management, upon learning the full details, were furious. I heard that everyone in Umina-san's former department was reassigned. Among them, the ringleaders, Komoro and Minowa, along with the department head who turned a blind eye, were demoted and had their salaries reduced. Furthermore, this whole ordeal led to the deterioration of the relationship between Komoro and Minowa, eventually resulting in a breakup. The fact that those who belittled others are now facing the consequences is nothing but karma. Our company, on the other hand, has continued to grow steadily since then. Thanks to Umina-san's impressive efforts, our Brazilian project has been receiving positive feedback from local businesses. And today, I was invited out for drinks by Umina-san. Umina-san, what did you want to talk to me about?
I know it's a bit late, but thank you for protecting me during the social gathering.
Oh, that's nothing. Shinsuke, Shinano, and all our other colleagues were on your side too.
Yes, I'm so grateful to everyone. But the one who really helped me regain my confidence was you, Ueda-san. You were always there to genuinely praise me and support me. I like you, Ueda-san. Please, would you go out with me?
The expression on her face as she confessed was so clear and radiant, without a hint of hesitation. I like you too, Umina-san. You're an amazing person. Let's make this work together.
Yes! You better make my best friend happy, Senpai.
Ueda, I'm looking forward to calling you my brother-in-law. What are you two doing here? In this world, there are all kinds of people, but looking down on others just because they don't match your own preferences is a foolish thing to do. On the other hand, treating others with sincerity can lead to a better life, one where you can eventually bloom into something beautiful. Lately, I've been reflecting on just how important human relationships are.